Hey Royals, this is your girl Live Learn Liz. We are back with another video for you guys. If you don't know me, they do call me Liz. This is my channel, Live Learn Liz, where we talk about real life and just things that we learn throughout our life. So one thing I do want to start doing is talking about real life topics. There is a topic that I want to discuss. It does have to do with domestic violence. I am going to go on ahead and say trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. If you are a survivor, if you're currently going through domestic violence, I'm finna get deep. So sorry. But it needs to be talked about. So, child, let's get on this topic. First off, I'm gonna say this needs to be checked. The reason why I'm talking about this is because I've seen comments on social media about it. I've watched some videos on social media about it, and obviously we're missing the bigger picture. Missing the bigger picture. So let's go on ahead and get to it. Apparently, there's this rapper named Vory. He was signed to Meek Mill's Dream Chasers label, and recently, I believe it was last week, his girlfriend decided to post home security footage of him being very abusive to her. She only posted, I believe, just one video, but to hear her say it, that is not the first time. That is not the worst time that she was abused. So this hits me kind of hard, which is why I want to talk about it. I'm going to start off by saying, yes, he was previously a rapper on Meek Mill's Dream Chasers label. Don't get mad at Meek Mills, because what he did is he basically dropped him publicly. Like, as soon as the videos came out, he dropped him, and he was like, we don't condone this. He is not a part of Dream Chasers. This is not okay. So big ups to Meek Mills, especially since he's had his own issues in the past, his own accusations. You know what I'm saying? So for him to be like, you know what, we're not condoning this and we're not doing this no more, you gotta go. Big ups to him. It's which brings me to my first topic. It is so many times that friends turn a blind eye to the abuse or the things that are happening that are not okay. It's so many times. I know in my situation, people would hear this man talk crazy to me. They would see this man put his hands on me, and nobody would say nothing. They would see me with black eyes and bruised faces and swollen faces, but nobody would say anything. That's his friend. You know what I'm saying? I had another instance where he literally told his friend what he did. And his friends was like, yeah, she deserves that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, again, big ups to Meek Mills and everybody else that said, you know what? We're not putting up with this crap. It's not us. We're not doing it. A lot of people are bashing Meek Mills. And here's another thing that I want to bring up. Stop bringing up somebody else's past mistakes when you see that they're actually trying to do the right thing. Meek Mill is actually trying to do the right thing by dropping this guy and saying we don't deal with him anymore. So who cares what happened years ago with Nicki Minaj or whoever else? We don't care. We don't care. Because now he is doing the right thing. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters. People can change, and I know that's very hard, especially with us being survivors, to realize that, but people can change. So give him his big ups. Give him his respect for saying, I'm not going to be surrounded by people that don't respect women. Okay? So the girlfriend decided to put these videos out, and she also made a few posts kind of giving the background of these videos. Apparently she's pregnant. I haven't really seen, is she pregnant or did she just have a baby? But regardless, this is her baby daddy, this is the father of her child. Regardless, I am going to make this next note. Any man that abuses a woman, or period, let me scratch that. Any person, parent, period, that abuses the other parent, either in front of the child or while pregnant, that's child abuse. You're scum. Period. It's child abuse, and you should have a child abuse charge. And in many states, that is a child abuse charge. So, point blank, period, you're scum in my eyes. Because for somebody that's currently going through picking up the pieces of my daughter's heart after she witnessed her dad abuse her, it's not okay at all. It's not okay. She's pregnant. So that girl, number one, doesn't need emotional abuse, and number two, definitely doesn't need physical abuse. If you care about that child, bump if you care about her, because it's not about her at this point. If you care about that child, if you love that child, you will have some kind of self-control to be like, you know what? I can't do it. Okay? Okay. All right, so this is my third point. In the video, I'm going to go on ahead and say this. There is no actual physical abuse being done. He does not put his hands on her. He doesn't hit her. He doesn't slap her. He doesn't choke her. True. But there is very obvious manipulation, emotional, and mental abuse. It's very obvious. It's very clear. So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to start off by saying, you can put in the comments, you can say what you want to say, that, hey, he didn't hit her. That's not abuse. That's not abuse. That's not abuse. Okay, we're going to go back to the fact that not only is she a female, and that's just inappropriate, period, but number two, she is pregnant. Think about what pregnant women go through. Stressing, the hormones, all that kind of stuff. She doesn't need to go through that. She doesn't need to be screamed at in her face. She doesn't need to be told that you're going to kill her. Another thing that he said is that he could have her killed. You say, I could kill you right now, and then say, it takes nothing for me to have you killed. With somebody who is a rapper or famous or has money, they don't even have to be famous. For abusers that have money, that is a really real threat. That's not something that you could be like, oh yeah, he said it, but whatever. No, that's a very real threat. That's a very real threat. You know how easy it is to just give somebody some money and say, kill this person for me? So if he says it, believe it. Period. If he says it, believe it. Another thing that he did that sat very uneasy with me is him telling her to disconnect her phone from the security cameras. That is a manipulation tactic and a threat all in one. Okay? First of all, you want me to disconnect my phone from the security cameras, which means you know that there is a chance that this will come out, whether you put it on social media or whether you just show the police the evidence. It's evidence. So this man is very aware of what he's doing. Very aware. This is premeditated. Like, he thought about it. He knows that there's security cameras in this house, and he knows that the security cameras is capturing what he's doing or what he's about to do, and he knows that it's connected to her phone, so if she shows it to anybody, it's going to ruin him. Manipulation. Manipulation. On top of that, with her disconnecting the security cameras, who knows what would have happened next after those security cameras get disconnected? You don't know. She doesn't know. He probably don't know. But it could be anything, and it could have ended very differently than how it ended. Maybe she wouldn't have got a chance to show what really happened. Maybe she wouldn't have got a chance to hop on Instagram and tell her story. Maybe she wouldn't have got a chance to call the police. So we have to think about stuff like that. It's not just, oh, you know, he told her to disconnect the cameras, but what really could that do? And that's a lot of the comments that I see, that people are like, okay, so she disconnected the cameras. Like, what really could that do? There's no harm in that. There's nothing wrong with him saying that. There's a lot wrong with saying that. And that's when we need to read in between the line. With that being said, big ups to this sister right here. I know she's getting bashed in the comments. I know social media is tearing her up right now for even posting it. I know it is. I can see the comments and it breaks my heart. I say big ups to this woman for breaking her silence. Whether she posted it on social media, whether she called the police, whether, you know, it doesn't matter what she does to break her silence. She broke the silence. And I pray to God that she is away from that BS and she is safe. Because one thing about breaking the silence is sometimes it could put you in more harm than good at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of people are like, well, why'd she have to post it on social media? She could have just called the police. Yeah, she could have. But from somebody who has been there, done that, justice system doesn't always help us. Justice system isn't always there for the victims, especially when the abuser has financial gain or popularity. Okay? Me personally, I have no idea who Vory is. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't know about him until this came out. But just seeing who he was signed with, just seeing, you know, Meek Mill's name, Dream Chaser's name next to him, he has some power. Okay? He has some power. It's not always easy for the victim to just tell the police. You can tell the police, yes. You can make a report, yeah. You can press charges, yeah. But here's the thing. 9 times out of 10, nothing's going to happen if it's not physical. And one thing we have all noticed in this video is there was no physical violence. Police and judges don't seem to care a lot if it's just a threat. Okay? They don't seem to care that much. Personal experience. I've been to the judge. I've been to the courthouse. I've filed injunctions saying this man is going to kill me. He's going to kill me. He's going to kill me. I'm scared for my life. He's going to kill me. And they give you a piece of paper called an injunction. And that's supposed to save your life. But it doesn't. It doesn't. I want to go to another case that I've seen recently. This happened in Florida, where a woman filed an injunction, a protective order against her abuser after getting harassing text messages, like just weirdo messages and events happening that freaked her out. So she filed a protective order. The judge denied her protective order because he said he didn't understand it. Okay, it wasn't detailed enough for him. All right, and I don't know how much detail you need for this person is scaring the crap out of me. He's freaking me out. He's on some weirdo stuff, and I need a protective order. I don't know what's confusing about that, but whatever. The judge denied her protective order, and 2 days later, her abuser shot her multiple times after she tried to get away from him. 2 days later. Her name is Audrey Peterson. Okay? So, again, I understand why Vori's ex-girlfriend posted it on social media. So now you know if something happens to me, check out this video. If something happens to me, this is who did it. If something happens to me, this is most likely what happened. Okay? This video says that he will pay anyone to kill me. This video shows that he threatens to kill me. And for her to say that he has open cases already about like the same kind of thing, that, you know, he already has been in trouble for domestic violence, for other people to come out and be like, you know what, he's a weirdo. He shows toxic behavior all the time. And this is not just girlfriend. This is friends too. This is people around him. This is people in the industry to say that, hey, he be on some weirdo stuff all the time. I commend her for posting it on social media. I do. Because you have to have that documentation. You have to have some kind of proof. You have to have somebody say, hey, she's not lying. This is true. Okay, so big ups to this queen. Queen, I hope you stay safe. Queen, I hope that you and that baby have a great life. Okay? Go no contact. Get rid of this goofy ASAP. Because him yelling at your face, it could be way worse than that. And I don't know if you know that or not. I don't know if you've experienced or not. I pray to God that you have not experienced any of it. But stay safe. Stay safe for you and your baby. And as a mother, that's really all you can do. Is do what you got to do to keep yourself safe. Period. I'm going to end it here. But I am going to say, if any of the viewers have somebody that they know is going through a domestic violence situation, or if you yourself are going through a domestic violence situation, get your finances in order, make a safety plan, especially if you have children. Please do what you got to do to get out of this situation, because nobody's going to save you more than you can save yourself. Okay? I want to see us all win. There's a national domestic violence hotline. The phone number is 1-800-799-7233. Again, the phone number is 1-800-799-7233. It is a domestic violence hotline. Now it is very law that the phone number will not show up on your call log. It is also very quick if you just go to the website to exit out and it not show, too much on your history that you visited that. It is very dangerous for your abuser to find out that you're trying to get help to leave. So please be very safe and be very careful with how you go about this. But get you a safety plan. Get a code word. Get somebody that you trust with your life. And get out of that situation. Please. I said what I said. I stand by it. Salute to all my survivors. And I hope you stay safe and live strong. Keep going. It's not over. And for more content, please like and subscribe.